Next up in the directing by Sidney Lumet, Volume 2 set from Imprint, is 1992's A Stranger Among Us, number 554 in the Imprint range. This stars Melanie Griffith in this one, and a film plotline that feels a little bit familiar. It's all about a murder case that leads somewhere unexpected. A Stranger Among Us follows Detective Emily Eden, a tough New York cop assigned to investigate a murder within a close-knit Hasidic Jewish community. To get closer to the truth, she has to go undercover, entering the world with its own rules and learning its traditions and sometimes pushing its boundaries. And what begins as a straightforward investigation gradually becomes something more introspective as Emily finds herself questioning not just the case, but her own life and identity.
Emily, why didn't you call for backup?
Because we thought we could handle it ourselves.
No, you thought you could handle it by yourself.
It is kind of tropey. It's one of those films that starts off strong but loses its steam as we watch this character who at the start seems one note join a community and suddenly find her place and find something that she finds really works well within the current world climate. There is this idea, particularly when I watch this one, and I have seen this one before, and I'm sure I had a similar feeling, that it's trying to ape Witness, but it's not as good. It has this main character, Emily, who feels one note, and even when she moves into the Hasidic Jewish community, she doesn't have that revelatory moment. She's just almost, yes, this is it, perfect. There's no pushback, there's no, why do you do that? That doesn't make sense. There's no understanding or coming to terms or challenging moments where she slowly pushes against that system but ultimately realises it works. It's just cool, I understand, I'm with it, love it, feels great. And it takes that character journey and makes it so tropey and so quick that it's hard to follow her journey. To see that character change so quickly is shocking and just didn't sit right.
Yeah, I'm Jewish. You know what that means? I eat bagels on Sunday mornings. Besides, those people, they're a freaking embarrassment.
Jewish anti-Semite. That's very nice, Levine.
What all other doesn't sit right as well is this investigation into the murder. It becomes prolonged and forgotten about for a large period of the film. It starts off really strong, it has a really good finish, and it ends well, but this long swaths of the middle part of the movie where it just struggles to find its feet. It's trying to look at a community that's stuck in tradition versus modern life, how her outsider perspective creates a kind of tension and somewhat curiosity throughout it. Her growing respect and understanding towards these traditions is interesting enough, but it just feels too contrite. It doesn't push any boundaries whatsoever. The murder case doesn't really offer anything surprising or new either. It becomes less about the mystery and more about the journey for the character, which should generally be an interesting tack to take, but here it becomes dull and a little bit uninteresting. And I started to tune out watching this one, and it just kept going on, and I wanted to get back to the murder plot. And we're stuck in this world where she's just slowly starting to attend to the traditions and to the culture, and it just loses a little bit of its steam, its lack of focus. It was a kind of average movie that feels like it's wanting to do something interesting, but it just doesn't have a way of doing it.
From the very beginning, you made me feel soft on the inside.
This was perfunctory It did what it had to do, and it offered nothing interesting along the way. It's one of those films I will completely forget about in a few days and probably never think about again. I would love to know your thoughts on A Stranger Among Us. Let me know in the comment box below whether you love it, hate it, fall somewhere in the middle. Do you remember seeing it? Do you have any remembrances about the film? Let me know in the comment box below. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. See you next time.